make you late, Nelson Mandela. How many of you believe that? I believe it. I used to. I remember hating myself when I was 10 years old. 10. Somehow, all of a sudden, this defined me. Oh, I'm worth nothing because when I sit down, I'm worthless. I excelled at school. I was awesome. I was in sports. This ruled my world. Why? I don't know about you, but I've been surrounded by billboards and magazines and commercials that look a lot like this. And as a little girl, I looked at it, I was like, oh, she's so beautiful. Why doesn't my mama look like her? Why don't I look like her? I suck. And while it's not the women in these photos, they are beautiful women just like me, just like you. It's the message that's coming across. What is this message? She's a girl, she's got a heartbeat, she's good, like she's cried, she's felt pain. She's known joy, she has a mama, she has a papa, it's good. What's going on? Why do I hate her? And why do I hate me? Ugh. Madonna's 55. Let her have her wrinkles already. What? Jeez, people. Making her look like some weird character for some... What? Let her. I am Madonna. I have earned these wrinkles. Oh, I would love to hear her say that, and I bet she will, 'cause she's cool like that. I've known her for a long time. In my head. But that's a very mellow Photoshop job. Most images we see inundating us every day, whether we like it or not, they're like, pew, 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 making us feel. I experimented with eating disorders in high school. It was cool. Oh, yeah, I have bulimia. Yes, because, I want to be skinny. Because even though I'm in the honors club, it doesn't matter because... Cool. Not. Do you have low self-esteem? I'd love to sell you something. Let me take that lipose, let me take that cellulite away. I can take rid of them, no problem like that. And why not? How about we do something up here? Not so much. 14.6 million precious bodies said, please change this so that I can look like the photoshopped rendition of somebody else instead of me. So I did a lot of therapy. Read Don Miguel Ruiz, the Dalai Lama, meditated. I was like, I'm done with this self-worth, self-loathing. It's ruining my life. I was meant for greatness, and all I know is this. So I started photographing women bare, no Photoshop. I'm not like that. Maybe if you want makeup, that's okay, but I want your skin. And I was so proud. I was like, yes, natural women. And if you have cellulite, awesome, come to me, please. But people were telling me that my photos looked more like the woman on the billboard. They were saying, yeah, it's cool, Jade, but all your women are white, and they're all like fit. I don't see the cellulite. They didn't know the story of her, how she suffered, all the pain that she's had, how she's one of the most beautiful women I know, and she kind of walks like this because So I decided I wanted to change it up. I needed to change my website. I needed body diversity. It was pivotal. I did not want to be a part of the problem anymore. I got pregnant kind of got a little sidetracked. I got really into photographing my belly. I was like, ooh, for the first time, I was like, my belly, yeah. It was so liberating. And plus, I love photographing bellies. If you know me, it's a little scary. I'll track you down on the street and ask if I can photograph that belly. I gained 50 pounds. No problem. I still got my belly, a little rocket out. I'm like, yeah, you want to touch my belly? Gave birth to a ridiculously adorable little boy. Perfect, easy. Yeah, no problem in the water. Like, yeah, what's up? No pain medications. Like, easy peasy. I should be like, no. Instead, instantly I started spiraling into this really effed up postpartum depression, not understanding why. I have a perfect baby. I'm fine. Yeah, so I'm 50 pounds overweight, or overweight. But then, I realized I had the body. I had a body that was unlike any other body on my website, and finally I could stop being a part of the problem, and I could start being a source of breaking the old ways, actually showing, even though we have all had pain, no matter our size. We need to see imagery is powerful, message is powerful. So I photographed myself, and I was happy that finally I was gonna change my stuff up. I wasn't so happy looking at these images. This is not really what I wanted to see, but it didn't matter. It wasn't about me. I needed to celebrate us. I needed to find peace with all those effed up ideas that this value is beyond. I didn't know that this photo would end up on the cover of the Huffington Post. Gazing at Mr. Barack Obama like, hey, you want to celebrate body diversity with me? And not for one, not for two, but 3 days there I was with my body, like, and amazing, finally, because I really wanted to change and just to take a photo myself to prove, like, please, can we do this together? Can we change up this? Please. People started saying yes. Finally, my moderators were like, okay, girl, you want to photograph me? Let's do this. Not really, it wasn't that easy. But they did start coming. They were so inspired. Thank you, Jade. Thank you for showing something that looks like me, for making me feel like I belong. I'm not ruined. I'm all right. Oh, my stretch marks can look like a tattoo. Oh, it can be like artwork. No one else can have these stretch marks. I'm irreplaceably beautiful. Oh, right. And each photograph that I took, I would share another story. They would open up to me of their years of finding freedom from feeling too fat or too skinny or too small-breasted or too large-breasted or too pimply or too wrinkly or too old or too thin or too dark-skinned or too pale. And finally, you could just be together. Oh, you want to see my C-section scar? And I would say, oh, it's beautiful. I've never seen one like it because I haven't. Yours is the only one like it. We would talk. It's like therapy. You got to coach them through. You got to show them love. But more importantly, I had to feel really good about my own self. I had to feel totally at ease in my body. They showed me how. Although I had done a lot of therapy and I was pretty good, they taught me. Every day, a new shoot. Every day, I felt better about myself. It was like this circle of, so I decided, I gotta make a book. I gotta put these images together. We gotta do something. Like, yes, I'm gonna make a book. Yes, ha. Right, you need money to make a book. Little detail. Jay, do a Kickstarter campaign. Oh, no one wants to. Who's gonna support me on Kickstarter? I'm just some chick from Tucson. Like, whatever. I asked for $20,000, almost got 60 grand. These people don't even know me. What is the message that they're getting from a simple photograph of a stretch mark or of a curve of something different that we normally see photoshopped away. I went to go buy a website, A Beautiful Body. My project I started as a beautiful body project. I went to buy a beautiful body, and it was already owned by a plastic surgeon. I was able to buy a beautiful body project, and I continued on. Now that I had some funding, I was, a new mother and struggling artist. But now I could continue on, doing what I've always wanted to do, photographing women just as they are, praising them, crying in their presence, because I've never seen anyone like them, because I haven't. We are only one of us. This image was actually one of the first that I took of Stacy Lulani. I think she's here tonight. Little did I know it would travel the world and end up on amazing websites like the BBC and The Guardian. I sat there looking, I was like, oh, my dreams are coming true. And yet it's still a practice. It's still a practice. Am I worthy of this? I'm not so sure. Am I worthy? I'm a nobody. I'm a me. This woman came all the way from Canada, raised money on her own because she wants women to display themselves however they are, under a burqa or naked, however it is, but with your heart full of self-esteem. She felt as if she wasn't a good mother because she wasn't able to breastfeed. She felt completely defeated and betrayed by her body. She's a perfect mother, gorgeous woman. Lupita said that her favorite family portrait was before she was born because her family was so much more beautiful before she was born with her darker skin and curly hair, but that her own daughter has helped her completely love herself, and that after she took this photo, she posted these on her Facebook page. Jane lost her mom 3 months before her daughter was born. Mourning death and celebrating birth and the transition of body doesn't seem so important. Monica wrote, I'm not sure if you really want me, Jade, because, I don't really have a curvy figure like the mother figure that you're looking for. I don't know. The stories. It's not about curves or muscles or big. So I said, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for being real. Can I please photograph you? Elizabeth Blue. Her mama hired me to do a photo shoot because we were celebrating that she had just finished chemo treatment. This was one of my most favorite shoots I've ever done. She was so confident. She made me feel like one of those really cool New York photographers. She just was epic in her beauty. And we didn't know that this would be her last photo shoot. Mabiba, birth mother of none, but mother of hundreds. She is from the Congo, and she calls hundreds of us daughter. Heather nearly canceled our appointment because she was like, oh, my skin is really reacting to hormones. I'm pregnant. And I was like, yes, bring it. Because I couldn't look in the mirror for 3 years because of acne. Why? Again, feeling disgusted by my own preciousness. She loathed her tummy post-birth, but all of that went right back into here to help after she had reconstructive surgery for breast cancer. Totally different perspective on Casey and Jane, when I asked, what is your most favorite part? What do you love about your body? They could only list what they didn't love about their body. But Mila was like, I love my legs because they're attached to my feet. And my feet, they dance. I love my arms because they're attached to my hands. And look at them. Look, Jade, look at my hands. Look at my hands. Jade, one more. She hasn't been taught to hate herself yet. I don't want her to learn to hate herself. I've started a new project, embracing the changes, the beautiful changes that happen as we grow older, celebrating women over 50, because all these women are telling me they subscribe to older lady, wise lady magazines, but you don't see nobody over 50. We need to be the change, and we can do it. I just showed you. I raised money. I got on the cover of all these incredible places that I never dreamed of seeing my photography on, simply because my message was, I see you. You belong here. We're good. It's good. Let's be the example to our beautiful children that I am good, that you are good, so we can live these lives without it. In July, right after I launched my website and that Kickstarter campaign, I Googled a beautiful body. And I was like, whoa, there's my photo. A couple months later, there's some more. Last month, when my son Googles a beautiful body in 10 years, I hope it is a smorgasbord of all of it. Photoshop is cool, it's art. It's a rendition of reality. But we also need to see all of it from here to here to here. It's empowering. I think this is possible. I think it is possible. Not that we need to eradicate all the other ads. It's not about this way and not that way. It's about uniting, celebrating it all. So that we may feel so good in ourselves, then we can serve our sisters and hug each other. And instead of hating, being trained to hate the girl on the billboard, we know that she too has known pain, that she too has vulnerability, that she too probably wants to explore vulnerability as a collective with us. So I ask you to love yourself now so that you can do powerful work. And to love your girls, even if you need to practice it. If you hear yourself saying like, why did she wear that? Oh, your eyes look amazing. Find one, start with one thing, let it become. I start with my forearms. I didn't like anything on my body. I had to start with my forearms. That was my practice. Okay, I'm good with that. And it started spreading. And as I worked with these women, it just kept spreading. Love infects. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Thank you, all these beautiful women. Thank you.